Well, hello there. I'm Cosmic Cannibal, resident astrologer and sometimes satirist at the Scribe. This is Cosmic Chronicles, your weekly report of all things astrology, from zodiac signs and planets to transits and horoscopes. And speaking of horoscopes, I've got yours for the day, Venus in Taurus. You'll be hearing a lot about Venus in the coming days, not only because the love planet just entered Taurus and will gently be beefing up our appetites for romance and relating from now until May 8th, but also because the love planet rules Taurus. Anytime you have a planet in the sign of its rulership, the planet heaves a sigh of relief. Right now, Venus says, because love, relationships, and even financial dealings can finally function as they should. Astrologers, including yours truly, will be talking all about the relationship between Venus and Taurus, and here's why. Next week, both the Sun and Mercury enter Taurus, so we'll have 4 planets in the fixed Earth sign. And no, I didn't misspeak or miscount. Starting next Tuesday, there will be 4 planets in Taurus: Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Uranus, which has been in the fixed Earth sign since 2019. If you didn't already do the math, this means 2/5 of the planets in our solar system will be under the influence of Venus. Okay, cool, you say, but what is Venus all about? Well, Venus is the planet of love, pleasure, beauty, peace, security, and relationships. It attracts things that make us feel secure, beautiful, peaceful, and loved. This typically includes, but is not limited to, compliments, friendship, clothes, gifts, money, food, the list goes on. Taurus is a fixed Earth sign with heightened senses and a great appreciation for all things beautiful and comfortable. Both Venus and Taurus are all about that hedonist lifestyle: eating, sleeping, relaxing, hoarding admirers, stockpiling money. As I said before, Venus rules Taurus, so when the two come together in the sky, it shifts our attention to the sensual sides of life, putting a special emphasis on pleasure and security, both in and outside of our relationships. In plain English, this means that we'll be clamoring for things that smell, taste, look, sound, and feel good. And we'll prefer hanging out with friends or partners in settings and situations that make us feel secure and comfortable. That means more cuddles on the couch and more days spent lounging in bed. We're also suckers for anything or anyone eye-catchingly pretty. From now until May 8th, you have permission to enjoy a period of indulgence and rest. Hitting the snooze button? Yep. Long hikes in the mountains? Duh. Weekends spent stuffing your face with a smorgasbord from DoorDash before taking an hour-long nap? Of course, you'd be silly not to. Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, and Pisces will absolutely love this transit of Venus and Taurus. And you can read about why exactly that is this weekend at scribe.uccs.edu. Anyway, because Venus rules both love and money, those are 2 areas of life that will likely improve during the planet's transit through Taurus. However, since Taurus is a cautious, or in other words, slow and lazy sign, don't expect anything to happen right away. You can still plan for these crucial dates when Venus and Taurus aspects a few other planets in our solar system. The first date, April 23rd. Venus and Uranus are conjunct, or in the same sign and degree, which might bring a sudden, if not unusual, love experience or financial windfall. But a word of caution: whatever begins under a Venus-Uranus conjunction can end in a flash. The second date, April 25th. Venus is square, or tensely aspecting, Saturn in Aquarius, which pushes us to define our romantic and financial situations in more concrete terms. If there's a day to commit to something or someone, it's then. The fourth date, May 3rd. A harmonious linking between Venus and Taurus and Neptune and Pisces. These 2 planets are delusionally in love with love, and their brief celestial connection inspires some romantic delusions, along with compassion, creativity, and maybe some romance in your life. May 6th. Venus is trine, or exquisitely paired with Pluto and Capricorn, which brings about a deep urge for love and adoration, but also inspires some obsessive-compulsive thoughts about your partner or crush. Love may indeed be in the air for a few zodiac signs thanks to Venus and Taurus. Since Taurus is such a lover of comfort and food, and Venus is a lover of peace, everyone will feel a little more at ease, if not a little hungrier, during 2021 Venus and Taurus. But if you really want to know how the transit affects your life and sign, you've got to hear your Venus and Taurus horoscope, which is, in my opinion, the best part of this show. First sign on the chopping block, Aries. Attracting admirers isn't your preferred methodology. You're a chaser. One might say you chase too much simply because you can. But even chasers get tired of running after ungettable gets. So slow down for once and give yourself a little rest and relaxation. The effects this has on your self-esteem are invaluable. Taurus. Think of this as a pre-birthday period of self-pampering. Not that you don't pamper yourself already. If ever there was a sign inclined to spoil themselves, it's yours. So, be you, boo. Eat that birthday cake even though it's not your birthday. Wear those pajamas to your afternoon math class. Comfort gives life meaning. Gemini. Gushing forth is a passive longing for romance. You also want to isolate, which puts you in a pickle. Really, you're always in a pickle, since you think and feel 2, if not 5 things at a time. But this is different. How can you find love if locked away? Simple. Stop hiding your heart. Cancer. Clubs and groups offer a temporary asylum. Notice I said temporary. With you, nothing is ever permanent because your moods shift with the moon. If you're in need of love, Venus in Taurus attracts a bestie or friend-like beau. Your challenge, and this is your eternal challenge, is to appreciate them without expecting their reciprocation. Leo. Long-range goals are all you think about. That, and how blessed the professional world is to have you in it. With Venus in Taurus, you've got even more confidence about your ambitions, but be wary of complacency. Yes, you're great, but continued hard work, not boasts, will make your true worth known to the world. Virgo. Would you believe me if I said your worldview is going to change due to an out-of-body experience? Of course you wouldn't. You're too skeptical. Truth is, you could have an out-of-body experience, but it's more likely that you'll keep your nose to the undergraduate grindstone during this transit and leave the wisdom-seeking to the professionals. Libra. Libra. Look deep within. Have you been hiding your emotional dysfunction from yourself and others? No biggie. Venus in Taurus lulls any and all psychological upsets while also making others see you as brooding and mysterious. Exploit the hell out of this if you want to conjure up some magic and love. It worked for Edward Cullen. Scorpio. So, your phone is going to blow up with text from your closest contacts and maybe a few adversaries. They're obsessed with you, or so it feels from their compliments. If you're antisocial with a limited Rolodex, you feel compelled to unite with someone, anyone, especially if they remind you of your weird self. Sagittarius. Sudden fondness for health and wellness arises, but doesn't lead to much. Slow and steady best describes your approach to self-improvement. Laziness and excuses are along for the ride. So too is your king-size appetite. In love, you take a similar approach, which is odd. Seldom are you ever so slow or lazy expressing your affections. Capricorn. Create something that brings you joy. I know you just rolled your eyes since you're not the joyful or creative type. Your most joyful and creative pastime is making money. Actually, you're a magnet for money, attracting it without lifting a finger. Venus in Taurus only strengthens this magnetism and bulks up your bank account. Aquarius. Attachments aren't your favorite thing in the world. Cautious around overly emotional people, you believe distance keeps you safe. This aversion backfires and actually attracts affection, which you flee. You can continue living this unhealthy cycle of behavior, or you can face your fear and emotionally connect with another person. And no, Siri doesn't count. Pisces. Proverbs state a perceived common sense truth, and they're similar to horoscopes. Neither can predict your future, but they can offer advice. Here's some. Everything you can imagine is real. With Venus and Taurus, you can make your imaginings real. You just have to, try. Consistent effort has always been your biggest hurdle. So there you have it, your complete Venus and Taurus overview and horoscopes. Did you love this episode of Cosmic Chronicles? Tune in next week for more astrologic from me, Cosmic Cannibal, as I explore Taurus season, Mercury in Taurus, and Mars in Cancer.